Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Growth, longevity, understanding, and integrity. Me and you, we on the road. Graduate, self-discovery. Got a lot to learn in this life, and I'm excited. Gonna do it, my people, like mine. Yeah. What you gonna do when you need it? What you gonna do?
Cute. That's cute. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Reboot podcast. Thank y'all for coming in. So excited to be here tonight. How's everybody doing today?
I'm okay, but I feel like the lighting is blinding me. I'm gonna adjust this. How are you, STL?
I am doing absolutely phenomenal. It's good to be here tonight, y'all. It's good to be here. Well, I feel naked. I feel naked. Okay.
There we go. Shade.
Period. Let them have it.
One time for the shade.
Let the folks know we out here for real.
Gotta have the shades.
Oh man, it's Monday night. I'm feeling wonderful. It's the third week in May. Is that correct? I believe that it is.
It is something like that.
Something like that. The month has been going great. It's been a busy month, but I feel very excited and happy about this past week. How's everybody? You had a good week? Any
what happened this past week? What's going on?
Yo, I had a wonderful experience. My mother asked me to come out. Actually, it was one of my mother's friends, Kareem. He comes out and he does karaoke, and he has his businesses. He does drink potatoes. He does all these things around town, and he invited me to come to this karaoke night. Got there, the karaoke night ended up being open mic night for karaoke and comics, open mic night and everything, right? So the guy who gets up there, I think his name is JJ Williams. I think he's on the radio here, but he gets up there. He's like, "We doing 2 pots. We doing a pot for the best karaoke singer. We doing a pot for the best comic. So I want y'all to come up here and do your best or whatever." So I had already signed up for the karaoke because y'all know I can sing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my 2 in.
Come on.
But then when I got up on stage, I was like, "Y'all got 2 separate pots? One for the singers, one for the comedians?" He was like, "Yeah, we got 2." I was like, "Well, shoot, let me go and try for the comedic pot too." Why is I'm up here? He was like, oh, you gonna try for both? Like, yeah.
Yes.
So anybody who knows me knows that I love comedy, like to the depths of me. I know all the comics names. I've watched all the specials. I've watched the specials behind the specials. Like, I love comedy. And so I got up on that stage.
Yes.
I had 2 Long Islands before I got up on stage. And I did a 5-minute set of jokes.
I know you did. You're funny, Lena. You are just straight up funny. You are.
It was exhilarating. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
I was like, I cannot believe it. And people was laughing. Like, people was laughing at what I was saying.
You
And
are funny.
I'm funny, but I just really enjoyed it. Like, I didn't even, after I got off the stage, I didn't even care if I won the pot. Like, I just was so excited that I got up on that stage. And I was like, I'm a comic now. I'm a comedian. Like, everything.
You've always been a comic. You've always been
Listen,
hilarious.
Always
That's
has been.
hilarious.
It was amazing. And then at the end, they did like the Apollo style. It was like, who, make the most noise or whatever. I was in the top 3.
Stop.
I was like, whoa, it's crazy. I was so excited.
That's
I was
awesome.
so like exhilarated, and I just been living off of that memory the whole week. Like, I couldn't even sleep that night.
Black women are multifaceted.
Period.
That's it. You ain't gotta just do one thing, baby. You are
Period.
great at all things.
I does it all, honey. I does the hair, I does the henna, I does the comedy, I does the songs, I play instrument. I can cook, I can sing. I mean, God has blessed me with
Podcast.
Podcast. Do you
The
hear me?
The whole 9. No, seriously. That sounds great.
And you know why I'm really excited? Because when he said it, I was like, I should get up there. But a voice in me was like, you ain't practiced. You don't know what you're going to say. Why would you get up there and make a fool of yourself? And even though I had the fear, I decided with a little help of liquor, I had a Long Island, had 2 Long Islands. I got up on the stage and did it. And it was so much fun. I'm so glad I did it because I know it would have been a regret. So I'm happy that I did. I had a good time.
I'm glad.
It was a good time, and I'm glad you killed. I mean, you were gonna kill. Rebel said who recorded it. I need to know who recorded it too, because I need to see it.
Okay, so I did record it. Okay, but the thing is that my mother was there, and I don't cuss in front of my mama because she counts it as disrespect. Okay, one time I was in a drive-through and I was accidentally cussing because they didn't give me my food, and my mom was like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to you later." Like, she don't like it. Period. So I try not to cuss in front of her. I feel like a heathen because I was cussing up a storm. I was cussing. I think I made like 3 sex jokes. Like, I was just like, oh my God. So I've learned that I can't go with my mom. I need to leave my mom at home so I can just be free.
But what did she think afterwards?
She thought I did a good job, but she was trying to give me some advice on my jokes. She was like, you could have did it like this. It would have been better if you hit it like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you right, but I want to go. I do have recorded, but I didn't send it to nobody because it's a little risque, a little bit.
Girl, release that.
We love the risque. We love the risque. I know you got a clip. Play us a clip.
I got a clip. I don't know. I do got a clip. If I send it to you, AG, you gonna play it?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna work on that. I'll send it to AG. I guess I should have said this before, but yeah, I'm a comic now, so if anybody wants to book me, I does the comedy, so I want y'all to just let me know, DM me, DM Reboot the podcast, and we get it in there.
You should have been doing that a long time ago. Because listen, you remember when we did the skits at church and you had the whole church in tears. We were in tears. You guys were so funny.
Listen, those skits, somebody should have been recording them skits.
Those skits were
all of us was funny. And we all was kids, and it was hilarious. Okay,
it was.
I'll never forget the one where Tim, he was jealous of the church mother, and then Marshall was church mother, and
oh man, when he knocked her out of that chair.
Stop it.
Oh, we cried. I'm telling you. Right. This is my whole body praising the Lord. That's one of my favorites too, Rebel. That's one of my favorites. You have long living comedy that people remember long after you told the joke. That's how funny. Now that's when you're funny, when people still remember that stuff. So at the end of the day, you do you, and you have to understand your audience too. So, your mom is a person. However, there's a wider audience. So do you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I had a good time up there. I was living life. I was living.
Live life. Like
I was living.
Like Kourtney Kardashian would say, just live life.
Hey.
Just live life.
Hey.
Just live life.
And
I'm just living life.
It was only like one other woman up there. I was like, look at me with my pink hair and my plus size self, and I'm up on stage with my womanliness. Like I'm not afraid. Basically, that's what I'm like. I'm gonna get out here and do the stuff I want to do. And that's what I did. So I was just so excited. I had so much fun. I don't even care about the singing. I didn't win the pot for the singing either. Actually, Kareem won the pot because he was killing it. Kareem has stage presence like none other. He won that pot. I was so happy for him. But I didn't care about nothing. Like I was on cloud 9 after I got off that stage. It was crazy.
Awesome.
Right.
It was crazy.
Hello, One Reason. Hello, BTD Mom. Hello, Kim Possible. I'm sorry. I meant to just say hello to One Reason. I got off track. But hello, everybody.
Everybody. Yeah. Well, I saw BTD come in. Yeah. Come on.
Welcome to the Rebel. We love you, Rebel. Truck Driver 57. We got a few streamers in here tonight. The Rebel streams. One Reason stream. So if you are in for some good music, good time, good vibes, follow both of them. BTD Mom, Kim Possible. Everybody, welcome. Hi. By the way, the Rebel and Truck Driver wanted to add to your tabs of things that you do. So the Rebel mentioned that you're also a pastor.
Oh, praise the Lord.
And Truck Driver mentioned that you are a great babysitter of cats.
Truck Driver.
That's the one.
Truck Driver. Now that's funny right there. That cat is in the room right now, and I take good care of that cat. That cat gets water. That cat gets food. I don't even like that cat. That cat is living a good life.
At this point, it's the cat's house.
I mean, period. Because I you know what's crazy? It is his house, and it is what it is, and whatever it is, I'm gonna love on the cat for now. But I'm getting tired.
Cat's house.
That is funny, Truck Driver. Thank y'all for coming in. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, definitely. I got to catch One Reason stream once or twice last week or the week before, and it was great. So y'all definitely catch our streamers that's in there because they have good content, great feeling stuff. I think both days I had really good days starting my day off with that good gospel, like for real. So thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Do it on the right foot. Yes.
I'm so excited about today. We have we have is she in there?
No.
Okay. All right. So we have some great topics today. Y'all already know on this podcast we have entrepreneurs, okay? And Shelly is joining the entrepreneur group.
Yes.
So, with her realtor license that she acquired, and we're very proud of her. So we kind of want to dive into that a little bit more today. So that's what we're going to be talking about. How does it feel to be joining this group of workers, Shelly?
It is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because it's like all I did for so long was the school and the education side of it, and I rocked it. Like that is where I thrive.
Yes.
Now it's like to the point where, okay, like let's start building your network, getting clients, helping other agents. And it's like, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to be? I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Like I'm so ambitious and so excited, but I also don't want to dive too deep. And then people, you know how that can come off the wrong way sometimes, like, oh, she's doing too much. Like she just got here. What is she doing? So I'm on both sides of the fence where I'm like, trying to be available when people need me, but also trying to like Hi, I'm here. Like, what can I do for you? I can work your open house on Saturday. Yeah, sure. I can. What do you need? Just tell me what you need right now. I'm like on my boss about getting my signs. I have no listings at all, but I want my signs right here, right now, so I can see them. So it's just I have to, while being present, I have to kind of dial back the energy because I know how I can come off. Like I
Yeah.
know I can come off like the eagerness and the ambition and the and everything can come off as anxious and like overbearing. So I'm kind of going with the flow at this point. I have to be in tomorrow in the office for a few hours. So I'm excited to meet some more of the girlies. I think
Yes.
we have like 8 girls and like 2 guys. So I'm
Oh
excited to
wow.
meet some more of the girlies. I've already met a couple of them. And just kind of vibe with everybody and see what the nature is in office.
What made you choose and what made you choose this specific group, this realtor group?
I wanted a small office. I wanted a small office, and I wanted 3 things I was looking for. I was looking to go somewhere where I could eventually start working with luxury properties and high end clients. I wanted to go somewhere where they were going to help me in my personal growth while also having me be like a part of a team and commitment. And I just wanted a small area, a small space to work in. I didn't want like 60 different agents working in the same office because then I feel like we're not all getting one-on-one contact with our designated broker, and we're like, there's just too much going on. And I got all 3 things in this one office. I got all 3 things in this one office, and I didn't even know it. When I went in, I only went in because my stepmom was like, go check them out. They look really cool. Like, this is the brokerage. This is the corporation that I work for. Maybe they're good in Washington. And I was like, okay, I'll go check them out. They blew me out of the water first day. First day. I had already called the other agency to let them know that I was like, oh yeah, I want to work for you guys. This is who I'm gonna be working for. Had to make the most embarrassing call ever after that to let them know, yeah, sorry, I chose somebody else. It will not be you guys. Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear WWE in the background. My children got
Ah,
new, my children got new toys, and they go
what
all out.
toys, Shelly? Because they really in there. Ah, hey, what toys did they
Listen,
get?
at this point, Mortal Kombat is in the background. They have new Nerf guns, new bullets, everything's fresh. I have no idea what's happening outside this door, and I just hope that the house is still in one piece.
Not
What
that
do we
I'm
do?
thinking the house gonna be in like 4 pieces, but that ain't too bad. You could be able to put 4 back together.
We can tape them a little bit duct tape, scotch
We
tape.
can a little bit duct tape, scotch
But
tape,
yeah,
glue. Okay.
right. That's it. That's it. That's why I chose them. They were small. They were in their family. I didn't realize that when I first went in until we got to talking that everyone's family, and I'm like, oh, I want to be a part of you guys' family, kind of,
Oh, yeah, yeah. In the
a little
business
bit.
type of way.
Right.
That's awesome. Yes. I was when I first decided to go ahead and go back to full time with hair, I was searching for a place to do my hair out of, like a shop to get into.
Yes.
And when I tell you, honey, I was searching. Okay, I was everywhere looking for a salon suite with a window that wasn't too expensive that I got good vibes from. Okay, I
Yes.
wanted to work amongst people of color, so that was a big deal for me also. And it was a bit of a struggle at the point where I decided to be done. Like I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, which is the traveling, cosmetology, and that's just what it's going to be. I won't have a salon suite. But what happened was I went to get my hair cut somewhere. I don't know if I told the story on here, but I went to get my hair cut, and the barbershop, the guys ended up being from Kansas City. And so then we got to talking or whatever. And then I told them that I was a cosmetologist. And they was like, well, we got this room back here that's free. We got one last suite that's open. And so I looked at the suite. It was cute. It was nice. The guy was like, I'll give you a month for free. I was like, a month for free? I said, this is perfect. And when I tell you I did no work for that one, all that work I had done before looking for a place to do hair out of. And then here I come up on this that was just like, it just fell into place.
Awesome.
It's destiny. It's almost divine how the things work out like that.
Yeah, so it was interesting. But I think that once you like, okay, you pick what you're gonna do and you start going down that path. Right. Rebel said, look at God. Once you start going down that path, God will like start to make the moves for you. And you just kind of gotta take step by step and just follow what he got going on because it's just gonna be easy. So I kind of take that as a lesson as when you're doing entrepreneurship or when you're working or whatever. It's work, it's hard work, but things fall into place. And
Mm-hmm.
so for me, that's how I figure out what I think is right at the time. You know. So I think that's something that's going to be that's important in entrepreneurship because you got to learn because you can get really boggled down with trying to find different ways, especially when this is your sole point of income. Like you get boggled down with trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to make the money for this? How am I going to go this? How am I going to do this? And you kind of just get wrapped up in it, but really you have to kind of settle yourself and decide, okay, this is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do, and watch it fall into place. So
Right.
STL, you. I feel like you're an entrepreneur. I feel like you've been an entrepreneur all my life. I feel like you've been a great example of entrepreneurship in my life. Would you agree? Well, not in my life, but have you been an entrepreneur?
I have been almost all of my adult life. So, I'm loving it. And I just launched something else that is my baby for real, for real. Actually have a trademark for it, the whole nine. Had to go through the process of that and getting ready to get it all trademarked and set and whatnot. So yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's been a different kind of a journey because most of the time when you are not relying on income, and I usually would like supplement it with something else, secondary. But at the same time, it's still like my passion is the ability to do my own thing without somebody, really doing what I want to do. I'm not even going to bring another person into it. It's just a matter of it's the passion of my heart, and this is what I do. So, I love
Right.
it, love it, I love it. Thank you,
Yeah.
BTD Mom. Thank you for that congratulatory. I appreciate you.
I'm
Yes.
excited to see what it is. Can you is that the only gem you can give us? Anything else?
I'm gonna hold it because I'm in the process right now of putting my board of directors together, which I think is going to be a phenomenal board of directors. It's all women, even though I do have, yes, it's all women driven, but all Black women driven, and with the exception of my nephew Tim, who is the business. Tim is going to be my manager and my money manager, and so I feel like listen, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. So
Mhm.
boss energy, you got it, tall pumps. Boss energy is coming through. And I tell you
Boss
what,
energy. I'm
yeah.
excited. I'm excited.
Yes, 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 yes. So I'm excited.
I have a question. You know, I feel like a lot of people are moving towards, and entrepreneurship has been around for a long time. I think it's older than having a 9 to 5 job or corporated job or being employed by somebody else. But it has seemed like now we're kind of getting back to it in a mass like majority. So, um, what do you guys? What is your opinion on why we're moving towards that a little bit more? As far as like the younger people, they don't want to work at corporations; they want to work for themselves.
I think I don't know. I personally think that supply and demand has a lot to do with it. I think that we all have gotten to the point where the cookie cutter ways of big corporations are just not fitting. Everybody wants their own individualism. Like we want to be able to represent ourselves in our own way. And also, um, whenever you walk into a store and you see that, oh, I want this pair of socks, and then you get out on the street and everybody has that pair of socks or whatever it is. I'm using pair of socks as an example. Everyone has that pair of socks. You're like, well, maybe I can make socks too, and I'll make them different, and I'll make it so everybody can, have a need and a want for what I am creating. I think that's a big part of it. What do you think, STL?
For me, it's going to be that matter of getting tired of seeing corporations not appreciate us and pay us what we're worth. And you start to realize that, you've got the 1% at the top that is using us more or less as slavery while they make the money. And you start realizing and understanding that your value and your worth is so much greater. And if they're paying me this salary right here, the work that I'm doing is actually valued at way more than that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
rather than making the money and giving it to somebody else, it makes more sense for me to make my own money and spread that pot around. That 1% is only because if everybody's consumer, if everybody's the labor, then you'll never get any farther than they want you to go. And I'm like, no, nobody controls my life. Nobody controls my destiny but me. And so that determination that begins to come forth. And even as Tall Pump said, the pandemic woke a lot of people up. So people started realizing, hey, so many things are now shifting to another. There's a paradigm shift here. And a lot of the stuff that y'all said before we couldn't do, we've seen that because of the pandemic, yes, we could. And not only could we do it, but while I'm home, I can do some other things and make some money for myself too. So let's go, So people really, really started taking a different approach. I agree with Stacy as well. Long ago, companies used to take care of their employees with pensions, health insurance, and stuff like that, but they don't do that anymore. So it's just more practical to become your own boss. I like that too, Stacy 546. And Tyrone said, because we saw our parents struggle and we're not trying to have that.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of all of those. You you know, you get to a point where you want to do something and you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to have your own ideas put out there. But I think a lot of people have a hard time trying to figure out how to like get into it. And because, you do have bills, you do have life, you have kids, you have spouses or whatever. And it's difficult to try to move from that into the entrepreneur into, you know, being the sole the responsibility of bringing in income and not knowing where it's coming from and trying to get over to that when you have so many things that's kind of not letting you be free to get into that. And so
Mhm.
I try to figure out, how to encourage people to, go ahead and try to make the change because like what you said, it's no security. You can be at a company for years and still not have the security that you used like what they used to offer.
Right.
Mm,
So it's interesting. It really is.
yeah. And like
Um,
we've talked about before, they'll quickly try to push you out when it's getting close to retirement and pension age. We have seen that happen to people time and time again, where they'll come up with the most obscure, petty reasons to try to get someone to exit the company so that they don't meet their full tenure and they don't have to pay them a pension program. And I think that plays into a part of it. Tyrone said this earlier, but that plays into a part of because our parents struggled, is what Tyrone said. Yeah, we saw them struggle. We saw them give their all to this company with hopes that at least at the end they would have a decent pension program to take care of them for the rest of their lives. And then people get up there and they're being laid off, or attendance policies are being violated. So now you got to go, or whatever reason, to try to get older people out of the company so they don't have to pay them moving forward. And I think it's a really shaky, shady process. And I think that's why a lot of people should move. But I can't discount the fact that to some extent we need corporations. Like everybody can't be an entrepreneur. The whole world can't
why
work for
not?
themselves. Like we have to either I feel like there's a lot of us. There's like 7 billion. Can you imagine there were 7 billion companies? How would we keep them all afloat? Or
I
and
think
oh,
it's
oh, go ahead.
I think it's possible. Like if
Yeah.
everybody's independent contractors,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why that would. I feel like that would give everybody an option. Or even if we kept the same structure, right? Even if you have a corporation with employees, why not give the employees like they used to do a percentage of the company? So then it's not
Yeah.
just one person making money. It's not just one person invested into the company. It's like a group of people and everybody wins on every side. But
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I used to say that. I used to say, everybody, you're gonna have companies, but you're gonna also have employees, and everybody can't be a entrepreneur. But I think it's possible because if everybody's independent contractors, why wouldn't it work? Yeah, Joanna, it will be like one hand washes the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think in under ideal circumstances it might work, but a lot of people, I mean, you're going to run into the problem of quality and quality control, and it's like if we've got 50 billion different people making, let's say, baby formula, we're going to start having baby formula that's not up to code. People are going to cut corners so that they can make the cheapest, and I think we would run into a lot of undercutting, and I think I can see people franchising more, where there's one corporation and we open up different businesses and they're all ran in their own unique way. But I don't, although I'm in support of people starting their own businesses, I don't know if everybody could. We would have a lot of issues. And I mean, we have issues now, but I feel like it would get bad.
Well, do you think that if there was a I don't know, sector of the government or a certain group of people who were able to fix the issues of corporations to where people are not getting taken advantage of, do you think people would be more willing to do the 9 to 5s? And because we're in a really bad spot right now with the working force right now, nobody wants to work. No, I mean not work, but nobody wants to work for these companies. Like everybody's hiring. I don't know about other states, but Texas, everybody's hiring.
I think the problem now is pay. Like, y'all don't want to pay. Y'all want somebody to come in with, let's say if they have a degree, you want someone to come with a 4-year degree with 5 years of experience, and young. I mean, you can't say be young, but like majority of the time you want someone who's going to commit to your company for a lengthy amount of time. So you want somebody young. And it's like, that's just not feasible. Like what? And then you want to pay them $15 an hour on top of that after they've gone through college, accrued $80,000 plus of debt and student loans. Now I'm going to pay you $15 an hour. So you're going to pay your rent, your bills, your $6 worth of gas, and everything else with this $15 an hour.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it is. Tyrone said not everyone is meant to be a leader. Some are better as contributing. Did we say hello, Tyrone? Hey, Tyrone, thanks for coming in. Also, Tyrone and his husband, Tim, they have a blog. So definitely go check them out. Joanna said, as an independent contractor, I'm a business under corporation. I think that everybody can have a chance. I think everybody can have a chance to lead. I don't think they have to lead in the same way. But I do think that everybody should be able to have a chance to be leaders over their own lives. So that's my opinion. I love the independent contractor. I'm telling you, I feel like that's the way to go. I think the only issue with that would be having to make sure that corporations are paying everybody at a fair rate. Because you have the independent contract, you're going to be negotiating your own contract, and so you might get somebody over here who they might pay $20,000 less, which you get now when you try to employ somebody in a corporation. So I think that there would have to be some type of rules as far as that, like you can't go under a certain amount. But I think that would be a great idea. Top Pump said, not a sector of the government. That is the problem with a lot of industries and big corporations in bed with special interest groups.
Yeah,
well,
I agree.
I mean, yes, but I feel like if we were to degrade the government, right? I don't know how to do it. But I feel like if we was to take that away, we could have the government actually do what they're supposed to do. But the issue is that you throw money at people, then they start to, go the way that the people who have the money want them to go. But if there was a way for us to degrade it, then we could really make some moves. The government could be doing what we need them to be doing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, it would take a long time, a lot of restructuring.
It would. Stacy said people aren't willing to work 2 to 3 jobs to make ends meet anymore. They want to be paid what they are worth, the way it should have been from the start.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of people work 2, 3 jobs now, though.
Yeah, because they have to. And look at the burnout rate. Like, people are working a lot because they have to. And it's like, as much as we try to work towards the structure where we have a pleasing work, family, home life balance, it's dang near impossible. Like, you have to do so much in a day to get your work done. And then you come home and you're absolutely exhausted. You have no time for your hobbies or your side jobs or anything really. So it's unfortunate.
Yes. Hey, Crazy Berry Town. She just came in. Well, thank you for coming in. And STL was showing her Zoom, not her Zoom, her Zumba stream. So, Angie, give us the date for that.
I think this week she is coming on at Crazy Berry Town. Put that down in there. The 9:30 I think is going to be on Thursday, but tomorrow's going to be later in the day. I thought I put that poster up, but maybe I didn't. Hold on a second. I know I have it down on my phone, and I can surely give it to you. Let me find my
So Ramble Link got us. She said tomorrow 12 p.m.
There she goes. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all definitely catch it. Get that Zumba in. Get them LBs off of ya.
Yes.
We're working.
Midday moves. That's what it is tomorrow.
Yes, love it.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly, what do you feel like some of your worries are when you're coming into this field? Okay, what are some of the things you're worried about?
I think my biggest concern is whether or not I think everybody's biggest concern is whether or not they're going to succeed. Like, am I going to be able to do this? I've put in all of this effort and time and money to get here. Am I going to be successful? Am I going to reach my goals? That's my biggest concern. And then my second biggest is, am I going to be able to do it while still maintaining the commitment that I have to my children and my husband and my family? Like, I don't want to have to sacrifice one for the other. And it's really concerning thinking like, can I be as successful as I want to be while still maintaining the relationships the way that I want them? And if so, how?
Is it possible to have it all?
Is it possible to have it all?
I think it is. But
I mean, the Kardashians did it, so clearly my sister needs to sell her sex tape.
Period. Where is it? Okay. We will auction that mug off.
Right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Top Plum said possibly look at the cost for stuff too. For example, prescription drugs. They have price regulations for certain items. Should Big Pharma charge so much just cause? Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Man, healthcare should be free. Why are we paying for that? I was just talking about this today. I feel like it should be free. You know, I would even be okay with upping the taxes a little bit so healthcare is free. Even though the money is there, you don't have to take it from the people that's like the middle working class. You don't have to, but it's there, and I'm willing.
For the people who complain about the tax, this is what blows my mind. It is a requirement to have health care in the United States. If you have a job, you're already paying for it for yourself, and you're probably paying between $75 to $150 a month for that health care for yourself. Imagine if we just mandated it across the board for the entire United States and we bumped tax up 5%, 6%, so that so everybody could have health care. You wouldn't be paying $150 a month for just yourself. You might be paying like $25. So would the rest of the country, and we would all have it. We would all have access to it. There wouldn't be a stress of, the homeless people, the veterans, everybody would have it. We would all pay a set amount every month, and everybody would have it. And the people who already have free through Medicaid and Medicare would still have their assistance. So I don't understand the complaint on like, you want to raise our taxes. You're already paying for it for just you, and you probably don't even use it. You probably ain't been to the doctor in about 7 months, Chad. Maybe even 7 years. So
we at the Reboot, we want to say, please go to the doctor. Please get yourself checked out. Okay. Mm-hmm. I know, I understand. I don't like going to the doctor myself, but it's important, and we paying for the health care anyway. Go ahead and do it. Okay.
Tyrone said he would. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
He said he would worry about the quality of the care. I've heard that as well, but here's my thing. There could be tiers. There could be one flat free level, and they have this in the military. There's one healthcare that's offered to us that's free, And then there's another level where you pay a minimal was it copay, a minimal copay to certain providers that you go visit. And then if you want to go visit other providers who are on a different tier, you pay a higher copay to those providers. So we could even do that. Like we could have the flat rate that's free that everyone pays for and everyone gets. And then if you want to go see the bougie doctor, go pay your $25 copay to go see the bougie doctor. If you want to go see the bougier doctor, go pay your $50 copay to go see the bougier doctor. Like we could balance that eventually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to interject there, just overall, and so I won't necessarily speak to that point. One reason why I'm not for the corporate structure, and I like the idea of independent contracting and the whole nine. And then when you start talking about healthcare, number one, I'm not going to pay 5% more. I don't want to pay 5% more. The issue is that those same corporations in the corporate structure that we currently have are not paying their fair share. Don't ask me to pay 5% more when I'm already scraping, when you have people that should be paying taxes that are paying nothing at all. And they're the ones that have money that could pay. So it's like we'd rather strangle the poor people at the bottom and say, give 5% more when they're already struggling to survive at the level that they are. Stop asking them to pay and go to the people that are not paying their fair taxes. And then everybody could have, not just a few, and you wouldn't have to strangle your lower and middle to be able to have quality care when you've got people at the top that have the best care in the world and pay absolutely nothing in taxes. That is a sin and a shame. And I'm not going to ask middle and lower class to pay more. Those corporations need to pay their fair share. That's what needs to happen. And that's why the current corporate structure does not work, because they don't have to live and abide by these same rules. And we would rather strangle ourselves and pay 5% more instead of saying to the corporations that are not paying diddly squat, pay your money. That's my perspective.
I agree with you. I think that there definitely is, the power structure. We have to demand that from the people who have the majority of the money. If we can fix that, that would be perfect. But the question is, how do you get them to do that when they hold the power and they hold the money? How do we, as the people, get the people who have the majority of the money to be able to, how do we get our share fair? Because it's almost like they hold all the cards.
Right. As long as we continue in this current corporate structure. That's why I said I'm not for the current corporate structure. I love the idea. As a matter of fact, if you got 7 million people and 7 million contractors, that inspires and spurs competition. When you have more people and the more options to go to, it causes people that are really serious on their game to up their game to the next level. It doesn't become shabby, because if me and 10 other people are offering the same thing, I'm going to try to do everything I can. And so this idea of having less workers that own their businesses and more people that work for corporation, that mindset feeds into the corporate structure that allows them to always be the 1% and you to always be the worker. And they're only going to pay you what they want you to have. And they're only going to give you the insurance coverage that they want you to have. And then they'll turn around and say, if you want better insurance, pay more money. And they're all the time, their growth of what they are making in profit is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It just feeds that monstrous system. So if you continue that process, to me, you're just going to keep feeding that cat and then expecting it to change. It's not going to change. That's the system that they put in place, and you're working and falling into it, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think people are scared. And what a lot of the companies say, you want to have people believe that they can reach these levels of rich, of getting the life that you want to get. So that's why they don't want to say, oh, you can only make a certain amount and then we're going to cap it. But in my opinion, why not let the people create the companies? You can make as much as you want, but once you hit a certain tier, everybody that you employ needs to also rise a level with you. Like, you can't just keep rising and leaving your people here, because it just furthers, it continues to open the gap for the poor. If we get poorer, they get richer. But I think it should be where when you get it to a certain point, make $100,000, you have to make all your employees make a certain. You raise it a percent, raise 2%. You go to another 100,000, 100 million, you raise that much more percent. That way, you're bringing everybody with you, and we're not getting poor. But
Yeah.
I think that's where the government comes in. But then it's hard because they already have all the money. So it's like how we can't create the change to break down the structure to create a better life for everybody.
Work around it. And
You work around it.
I'm with Joanna. If we unite and we all start doing our own thing and work around it and work together, and as she said, one hand wash the other, and we come in as independent contractors and we're actually making more businesses and more money than we would make working for these corporations, they're going to have to sit up and pay attention. And at the end of the day, you just work around them jokers. Just work around them jokers. That 1%. And this is something that I had to say to myself, even in this thought process overall. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. If 1% has all the power, that other 99%, something wrong with us.
Oh.
If you only, now just do numbers. And I said the same thing about plantation. If you only had 1% plantation owners on that plantation, and they were 99% black folk, if they had united, that 1% didn't have power.
Oh, Lord.
It's a slavery mindset. It's still a slavery mindset. If those 99% had rose up and said, we're not going to take it, there was nothing that 1% of white folks on that plantation was going to be able to do if everybody rose up together. The issue is the division that we have. So I'm saying the same is true now. And I'm going to take us to task. We keep hollering about this 1%. They only have the power like this because we keep letting them have it. Because the other 99% feel like they have the power to do whatever they want to, and we don't feel empowered, and so we just let this 1% run away like they're rampant little rabid rabbits and dogs out here while they eat up everything, and we watch them eat it and then pay them with our money to eat our food, and then say 1%. But 1% versus 99, now y'all, something's wrong with that to me. Something's wrong with that. But that is the slavery mentality that the plantation owners have put in our heads, and we eating that crap like it's good food.
I want to say that it is a mentality, and I do think that, I think people have to realize that it's not just, it's a lot at play here. There's a lot of different things that has happened to keep people in this mindset. I think slavery, when you think about kind of how everything was done, I can understand how people, stayed. They didn't have a choice. You have people with superior, they have guns, they have, all these things. They've shipped you across the ocean, which nobody had, been across the ocean. I can understand how it would be easy to keep people in this mindset of staying on this plantation because they were trying to survive.
They didn't have a choice, but they had fear instilled in them, but they did have a choice. But that fear that was instilled in them made them feel that they didn't have the power. And I'm saying the same thing. And even when I say slavery, I'm not even just talking about black folk, because, you had indentured servants. There were poor white people that were slaves too. It wasn't just black folk.
I mean, slavery everywhere.
Slavery, period. So at the end of the day, even when I'm talking about it's a slavery mentality, middle class and poor white people and other ethnicities are also in the same boat with the slavery mentality. And you explain it to me, Lucy, how 1% can withstand 99%. You just make that make sense to me. How 1% can withstand 99%, and the 99% believe that they don't have any power. That's a mind job that's been done.
I think it's definitely a mind job, and I think that's why it's important to teach people to be able to take care of their own selves. You can be an entrepreneur. Everybody can be an entrepreneur, and I think if we instill that in our kids, and if we, I feel like we see it in our kids now. Like our kids don't have the same mentality as we have, as far as the way life is supposed to go, the way work is supposed to go, whatever. But I do think there has been a lot of mind games and tricks that have been played on people, and it's a lot of information out here that keeps people thinking what they do think. So I think it's important to understand that, and not see yourself as lowly, but understand that people have been attacking your mind for so long. So it's important to kind of try to fight against that and release those shackles on your mind. I do think that. So Shelly, do you have anything to say on that?
No, I just soaked it all up.
I just want everybody to realize and know what time is. It's 8:50. I want everybody to know that Reboot the podcast is the beginning of the revolution. Okay? I want everybody to mark it down in history.
The revolution will be televised, y'all.
You hear me? It's interesting, but I do think that entrepreneurship is important. I think it should continue to grow. I think everybody should try to figure out how they can make money themselves. Because also, I think it gives you a power. I think it gives you a power when you realize, oh, I can do this. Like I can figure it out. I can make it. I can afford it. Whatever. It gives you a power.
If you stop and think about, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If you stop and think about, we work 40 hours plus and overtime on the job, but the people that we're working for are riding yachts, they're going on vacations, they're not doing anything. They may call in, make a few phone calls for the day, but at the end of the day, their lives are not revolving around 40 plus hour work week. So even when I listen to Shelly, and I get it, sis, you got a family, you got a husband. Why are we as Black people especially, but why are we as workers working at the level where we don't have the time to spend? And all of this plays into health as well. We don't have the time to go on vacation. We don't have the time to relax and go out on the yacht and enjoy the water. We don't have time to go to another country and just visit just because. We don't have time to do any of that because we're working this 40-hour plus work week that they've designed for us to work so that they can be free and not have to do it. Why would we work this many hours for somebody else to get the benefit and the money?
Yeah. Well, I think people don't have the information or the resources. The majority, I'm saying, it's out there, but I feel like most people don't have the resources or the know-how, how to get themselves in a position to be able to take control of their own life. We think about what we've been taught. Graduate from high school, get a good job, buy a house.
But their kids go to private schools where they're being taught to be managers and owners.
Exactly.
So the information that they're getting in private school is to be an owner, not a follower. And that information is being fed to them of how to do this and that and the other, while we're going and getting an education that teaches us how to be consumers and labor. That's a big difference. And public school is exactly why they created that.
I agree. I agree with that. And so it's like, I'm saying we have not been completely taught the truth. So it's like you have to go out there and start researching. Talk to some folks. If you're not where you want to be, talk to people who are where you want to be so that you can see what it actually takes. Because like what I'm saying, they have control over what we're thinking. We're teaching this to our kids. And it doesn't seem bad, right? It doesn't seem bad to go get a job. It doesn't seem bad to want to buy a house and get a 30-year mortgage. It doesn't seem bad.
But it starts earlier than that. It starts in consumerism when you teach your kids to go buy a $500 pair of tennis shoes and you don't know how you're going to make ends meet, but you got $500 shoes and kicks on your feet, but you can't pay your bills. So you've already started the consumerism mindset in your child. Mommy, I want this, daddy, I want that. And you're giving them all of this stuff and showing how to play into consumerism and constantly be the consumer and in debt, instead of taking that $500 and buy that child some stocks, buy that child something that's going to be something that's going to benefit them down the road, buy that child some life insurance. I mean, this is all kind of stuff that you could be doing with that money. We teach those bad habits of how to be a consumer and how to be a slave, and then we want our children to be free and liberated. And I'm gonna shut up because I get heated on this kind of stuff.
I want to know opinions on how do you guys think, and you can chat this too. How do you guys think? What is the process of breaking those habits, breaking those cycles, and creating the room so that you can be free of it and live the life that you deserve to live? What do you guys think the solution is?
Mm-hmm.
Kim Possible said the system was built for beginning to create this type of, hold on, it's gonna lose me. Hold on. To create this type of mindset for it. From enslavement to education, school curriculum is designed to create workers and companies in other specific areas.
That is true. Public
JB,
school. Public
public
school.
school. JB, the first taste of freedom that Frederick Douglass wrote about in his autobiography was the ability to sell his own labor and keep the wages without giving them to his enslaver. We need to duplicate. BTD Mom, this is start teaching our children how to take advantage of resources. Our work should set up a platform for success of our children next generation. Yeah. Joanna said, like your star leader is saying, the children have to see it. I think the children see it. I think they see it. I think they see it. Nobody wants to work for somebody else anymore. And I don't necessarily I think you can have entrepreneurship, you know, if you have multiple people, but I definitely think you should be on the mindset of how to create and do the things that you need to do to make money. You make the money, you know, because it's before corporations. Well, corporations came into account what, 1800s. Before corporations, you know, people were bartering, people were creating their own goods. It was only entrepreneurship. That was the only thing. You know, you wasn't working for nobody. You was working for yourself. You make a product, go out there, you sell it to people, or you barter with somebody or whatever. So, you know, we kind of got away from that. I can understand why people would go to the corporations. It was such a, you know, you have all this work and you want to be able to just have money that you know is going to come in, but it's not safe anymore for us. I don't know if it was ever safe.
And corporations started making monopolies. And I don't know how proficient you are in history, but eventually the country figured out if we don't start breaking these monopolies up, we're all going to be in bad shape. And we still have a lot of monopolies now, if you really, truth be told.
Yeah, we do. We do. A lot of them get over, you know, in different ways, and not paying taxes. So
there you go.
It's a problem. It's a problem. But you know, I think that if you do decide to start a company, if you do decide to be entrepreneurship, I think you really have to consider what your morals are. How are you going to deal with greed? Because it's going to be a way for you to make more money. It's going to be a way for you to exploit different situations to get more money. But I think it takes people to be able to say, you know, this is what I want to do. I don't want to take advantage of anybody. I just want to have the life that I need. So I think once more people do that and figure out how to get a hold onto that greed thing, and it's accepted. Like greed is accepted, you know. The more the merrier, you know. You have the money, whatever. Everybody wants to be billionaires, right? Don't get me started. I don't think everybody needs to be a billionaire. I think if you got over a certain amount of money, you got somebody else's money. That's what I believe. Yep. So it's just something to think about. Yeah.
For sure.
I like that thought.
Yeah. We already at an hour. Y'all done got me riled up. I'm all hot. We need to come down a little bit. You know, come on back down. You know, we got it. We're gonna work on it. Let's get to our game, okay? Because honey, we get riled up. Let me see. Joanna said we need to see our worth as a race.
Yes.
100%. And I think, you know, it's a lot of it, and I think people get confused with this because a lot of black people, a lot of people of color doing very well. Okay, making a lot of money. Okay, the kids in private school. Okay, and I think we see that and we get confused because it's a lot of people that are doing well, but a majority is also a lot of people that are not. So, everybody needs to move up. We can't just have one person. Everybody needs to move up. Yes. Oh, Kim Possible said the first mortgages were to buy slaves, not houses. I ain't heard that one, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take our history. I really can't. What was they doing back then?
Slavery.
I can't deal with it. How, why? I don't understand. It just takes me out every time. But
Mm-hmm.
it's important just to really try to hold your morals close to you, and you can have $1 billion company, but I feel like you don't want to do too much. Kim Possible said, I think platforms like these are helping to enlighten people that we can provide for ourselves
Yes, it
without
is.
having to work for others. So true. And I mean, if you find, I think I didn't get to read it, but I think Truck Driver had put down a company he had worked for that was really good. I
Yes.
missed it.
Yes.
Um, but if you find good people, you find a company that you believe in, they pay you right, they give you the vacation, the healthcare you need. There's some good companies out there. Why not? That's not a problem. But
Mm.
most of these companies and people, they're not,
Right. He didn't say the name. He
corporations.
just said the company I used to work for over 30 years was a family-owned company, and they treated me good. And then owner sold it to employees because he didn't want none of us to lose our jobs. So now I am a business owner.
Yeah, I
Wow,
think that's powerful. And that speaks to what you're saying, Nina.
powerful.
Integrity and something within the ownership has to feel something for the employees. And when you have that kind of passion and compassion that says, I don't want my employees to lose their job. As a matter of fact, I'm going to allow them to be business owners. That's what we want replicated. That's the kind of stuff we want to see happening instead of the greed that we have going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. What was the Australian company? I think I might have said it on the podcast before, but the guy decided to give all of his employees a raise. So
Yes.
everybody in the company was
Yeah.
making
You
eighty
did.
thousand
I
dollars,
saw that.
You
and
mentioned that.
he took like $1 million pay cut. The man still's making millions every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
It only took him $1 million a year to pay all his, and he said his turnover rate is like at 10 now, 10%.
Yeah.
You're not going to
So
leave a company like that.
you won't, they teach us, oh, keep, but the more you give, the more you get back. It was another company, it was an airline, I think it was a Chinese airline. The man who owned the company, he ended up, they were having some issues, or the market was going down or something, but he ended up taking a pay cut. So the amount of money that he was making, as the owner of the company, was the same as his top pilot in the company, and that's what he made. He didn't make over that. He wasn't making millions over all his employees. And I'm like, what? What's wrong with that? What's really wrong with that? You can have a really amazing, good, wealthy life at at that level. You don't necessarily need billions of dollars, you
Exactly.
know,
And be comfortable and happy.
and be
And
comfortable.
if you go back, if you listen to that man talk about the one that cut his salary and gave to his employees, if you heard him talk about it, the other corporate owners were angry at him for what he did and were
Yeah,
calling him stupid and it wasn't going to work and da, da. But they knew at the end of the day, yeah, it would work, but they don't want people to take that on as a model. That's the issue. They don't want that model to come out because it will work. It will work. But
it
that's going to
will.
cut into their greed.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get the mindset. Yeah, I feel like if I was up at that level making that amount of money, I don't. I would hope that I would not have that mindset, because I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it can be. We can shift it. And that's why I'm saying we can shift that. We just got to shift it in our minds first. Chazzy Licious is cooking, is in the house. There's my
Hey, hey.
girl. Come on in, sis. And we love you. She is a streamer. And if you're not following her, please, please, please follow her. She'll bless your whole life. I was checking out that spaghetti and other stuff you had the other day,
Uh-oh.
sweetheart. It was looking good. How much money do you really need is a question that people really need to ask themselves, Stacy 546. And people just keep chasing paper, even when you have more than what you can spend. But honey, that's the mindset that we have here, is that I don't care how much you get, just keep chasing paper and don't care about the person next to you, whether they have or have not. And that mindset has to change. So I appreciate y'all having this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna sit on here and say I don't want to be wealthy. I mean, of course, I want to have that security monetarily, but I don't want to have that security at the expense of other people.
Right.
I don't want to be somebody who has millions of dollars in the bank and know that it's millions of people who can't breathe.
Right.
Working 40 hours a day. Like,
right.
I don't understand it. But that's, I'm more on the lower end, so maybe it's just my mindset right now. But
No, I think it's humanitarian. It's humanity. You cannot care about people and just you're sitting up like a fat cat eating and everybody else is starving, and you just look out and look at the folks starving and feel nothing. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's very interesting. So I think we gotta work on ourselves, do what you can, fix what you can, and eventually we're gonna get together and that thing gonna break and we're gonna make some changes.
There you go.
So we're gonna kind of take it to a lighter note. I'm ready to fight, but we're gonna take it to a lighter note. We're about to do our game. We're gonna do our reboot taboo real quick.
Come on.
If anybody wants to call in and be our guesser for the night, we would love that. We've had some great guessers in the past. One reason was so nice to come on here and guess with us twice. And so we know we had Unc. Everybody love Unc. He come on here, time to time, keep us laughing, and he does a great job. So if anybody would like to come on and be our guesser for the night, you definitely can call in. The number is 816-688-8485, baby. Give us a call and you can guess on our reboot taboo game. We don't play around here. I want everybody to remember and to know that I did win last week. Give me my props. I got the WWE belt. I'm feeling good on my little high horse. But Shelly's a very good component, so she might get it this week.
Come through.
Truck driver said, as I said, the more money you have, the more problems we create.
It is said.
The more money, I think, is new problems. Okay. The problem's always been there. It's just you just now coming to the problem and figure out a solution for it. So, yes, truck driver. Chazzy said, I would never have millions. I'm not give back.
Right. And
not give back.
And not give back.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's important, man. It's important. Because you hear about all them people that got all that money and ain't got nobody next to their side, and they will give all the money they got to have people around them. And it's that way. It should be that way also on a bigger scale, not just you in your personal life. Said I'm ready to start my first non-for-profit. Got to do a lot of research. Yes. Yeah,
congratulations. You should. Do it.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah. All right. We need a caller, so please, anybody feeling itchy? You want to guess some words tonight? Do you want to help me win over Shelly today, or Shelly win over me? Give us a call. Number. Let me say the number again. Dial it in your phone. 816-688-8485. Okay. We're gonna play a game. If not, maybe STL for guests if you want to. Or we can do it differently, like we did that one time. Oh, JB letting us know. Be faithful with tithing, and God will see that you're faithful to giving back. I'm just saying. Listen, tithing and teacher. I used to tithe when I was a kid. I used to get $1. If can I have $1? My auntie, somebody give me $1. Before I spent that $1, I take 10 cents out of it. And AG, tell the folks I used to give my little offering envelope and it'd be cents in there. What's your name, Marlita? How much you giving a tithe? 10 cents. I used to put it in there.
I can't.
I wasn't playing about that tithe. They could have gave me a quarter. I was like, Mama, how much is 10% of a quarter? Because I got to give a tithe. I hypnotized. Okay?
I love it. That's funny.
Yeah. So if we don't get a caller, then Shelly, how did we do it that one time?
Going head to head.
We going head to head
Oh, but I already said my words.
to Angine or to me?
I sent them to the group chat.
It's in the group chat.
I haven't seen it, so
Okay.
you can make me guess those, and I'll make you guess mine. And
Okay.
whoever gets the most, whoever guessed the most wins.
Are we ready?
Guess the most, or like I get a point if you guess my word.
I get a point if I guess your word.
Okay.
All right, let me pull my words up, y'all. Y'all know how it is, how we do up in here. I don't have a theme to my words this time, so it's just random. I'm ready though. Who going
You
first?
ready?
I'll go first.
You want to go first? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, that's boxing.
Begin.
I'm on. Okay, this is on the side of your car when you're ready to make a turn. You turn on your
Turn
what?
signal.
But
Turn
what is
signal.
it?
Light.
What is
Your
it?
blinker.
Yes. This is they sell them at Sonic, not a French fry, but a
Blast. Oh, or onion rings.
not onion rings, but
A burger.
it's
Corn
not
dog.
it's a potato, but it's not a French fry. It is a
It's a potato tot.
yes.
Okay.
This is a certain type of music, old country folks without no shoes. They go outside and they dance without no shoes on, and it was this kind of
Bluegrass?
music. When they have the
Time.
Okay.
Time.
also, I forgot to say, if y'all in the chat, definitely feel free to guess. If y'all can guess the word, you also can play the game with us. So feel free. Tom Pumps usually be in there guessing. She don't be playing. She be hopping on the reel too. So
Cow pumps be
y'all
on
are
it.
free. Y'all
Where's
are free to do the
Dalen
same.
tonight? Head.
You're right. Head. Everything was head. I put my hands upon my.
Are you ready?
Did everybody get head last
Yes.
week? Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Begin.
Rich and
Poor.
no. Okay. If people like to take your picture, you have a lot of money.
Famous.
Yes. Your hair. If it's longer, you have this. What is it called? If it's long, this is another word
Weave.
for long. Another word for long.
Long, tall, big, long.
It rhymes with strength.
Strength, Brent, Kent, then length.
No, okay. Wait, I'm inviting you into my home. You are
Guest. Welcome.
yes.
Don't be doing that.
That's
you trying
it.
to run. Shelly, you trying to run my time out.
Time.
I'm not. Okay, we're doing 5 rounds, right? Since we have 15 words.
You got 50. I thought we said 8. I mean, yeah, we did 10. Y'all got some good guesses in there.
We can still do 5 with 10 rounds.
Okay, sounds good. Who won that first?
Okay, you.
Okay. Yeah, I knew
So y'all ready?
Nah, I knew it.
Begin.
Okay. Black blank.
Lives
okay.
matter.
Another word for
Tuxedo.
people. Another word for
Human. Patron.
But it's like a country blank. Oh, goodness. It's
Country
blank music.
Music. Black bluegrass? No.
Another word for
Banjo.
people is country.
Colored.
I can't think.
Jazz.
I'm tripping my own self up on my own word.
Time.
I'm gonna figure out how to. We might have passed that one, Shelly, because I don't know how to.
Let's try it one more time. Then we'll pass it next.
Okay, that sounds good.
Ready.
Africa.
Ready. Begin.
Okay, you like the finer things in life.
Bougie.
Elegance. Like
upgrade. I'm money, wealthy.
You might call a really nice restaurant this. Ooh, that place is
upscale.
No.
That place is expensive.
This is also a kids show. It's a cartoon. Blank Nancy.
Fancy?
What? Yes. Okay,
Time.
You said fancy, right?
Dang, that took me a long time. Yeah, I did. Top Pump said fancy. Rebel Link said fancy too. So we don't.
Okay, that was yours.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try this again.
Okay, ready, begin.
I always say this. I say the blank going crazy. I always call people this. Saying people. I say this word. It's like
Oh.
blank. Oh,
Folk.
Negro spirit.
Folk.
Yes, that's it.
Folk.
That's it. You got it. Okay. Who was the little fairy on Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell.
Yes. When I feel when somebody holds. Okay.
Time.
I'm gonna tell on myself. I said when somebody holds me, I feel this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, ready, begin.
Yes.
Okay. When you go to therapy, it's because you need this.
Help.
No. It's
Mental
when you're fixing things.
work.
When you put a Band-Aid on something, it's because underneath, what
You're
is
sick.
it doing? What's
Scar.
it doing under the Band-Aid?
Healing.
Yes. Okay. A place that you go into, you can book these for weddings, birthday parties,
Venue.
graduations. Yes.
Yes, Crazy Berry Town. That delay is a little rough.
Okay, that was.
Listen, I looked up and saw Top Pump say hose, and I got tickled. Anyway,
Crazy Berry Town said hoes too. Y'all
I
is messing around.
can't.
The folks
that was
is out
time.
here. Okay.
Ready, begin.
Okay, when somebody holds me when I'm cuddling, I feel this.
Love, comfort.
Can't nothing get to me. I'm good. Like I am
protection.
Yeah, but
Shield. Protect.
It makes me feel
protected. Welcome. Hold it. Comfortable. Safe.
Not. Yes. This is what they build houses out of.
Sheetrock. Wood. Bricks.
Yes. Wood. Okay. This is a white woman. What is a white woman? Y'all know. Y'all like what?
I want to come up and welcome Baby Bear James. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. We love the support. Top Pump said, Karen, you're close. Top Pump, you're close.
Tom said earlier she didn't say nothing. Maybe I was Crazy Berry. Somebody said hoes.
Crazy Berry Town.
That's funny.
Hoes.
Ready, begin.
You store books on one of these. It's you put
Bookshelf.
stuff on it. Yeah. Take the book off.
Shelf.
Yes. Oh, I want you so bad. I need this.
Desire.
Yes.
Lust.
Okay. No, you got it right.
Okay.
They're in hell with the devil. It's the devil and all his
demons.
Yes. Lost without
you.
No.
Can't help myself. How does it feel?
Listen, I can tell you where Lena Will is, Phoenix Leor, because she was like, lust. She was like, lust. I can't help myself.
It's been a while. I've been having to self.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all know how it is.
Okay, that one was short. We got one more round. You want to just play it?
Yes, that's fine.
We ready? Okay, here we go. Ready, begin.
This is
okay. Lost Without A. This was a show on Lifetime. Also, if somebody does polka dots and you go over it,
trace.
Yes. Okay.
I need time.
Pants that are blue and they're scratchy.
Jeans.
Yes. The blankets underneath them. Underneath your blankets on your bed. What's underneath your blankets on your bed?
There we go.
That's it.
Crazy Berry Town said lust.
Yes, honey.
Lost Without
You. Yes. But it was all of the extra that was in there.
One.
Y'all pray for me. Pray my husband come soon. Right, because he's gonna be busy that first year. That's all I'm
Oh, he gonna be tired.
saying.
I can't.
Okay, here we.
He's gonna give new meaning to Brokeback Mountain. Go ahead.
You hear me?
I'm
Everything
hearing
gonna be
you.
broke over
I
here.
understand. Look at Tall Pump. She done pulled out the twerk, child.
Come on, we're gonna be twerking on everything. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Okay. I'm ready.
Wait, that was our last round. You want to keep going till we run out?
Well, you skipped me. You did 2 rounds in 1.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, this is my redemption round. Okay. Let's go.
Okay,
Okay,
you
here we go.
ready? Begin.
This is a white woman, and she has a. They say this is a specific way they talk. Like, oh my god.
The
Like,
Valley Girl?
Yes. This is what you put in pancakes to make them fluffy.
Flour.
No.
Syrup.
No.
Eggs.
You put this on your jeans back when you used to iron your jeans. You put this on your jeans to make
Starch.
it crispy. Yes. This is a roach, a cricket. Yes. Joanna said yeast. Top Pump's the starch.
That one was a tie. You still won.
We got it right. Okay, I still won.
Bah humbug. Yeah, you won, Lena.
I want to thank everybody. I got the gift. Please, wait. Rebel Link and Truck Driver, please add Taboo Winner to my long list of various talent. Okay, so grateful. Real quick, before we get out of here, we're gonna end with a beautiful. This is how we started the Reboot podcast, and so we always want to do one of these. If y'all want more, we want y'all to go and follow our social media pages so that we can start doing more. We'll put some on there. But we are about to do a round of turn that thing around. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a new one, y'all.
Longevity, understanding, and integrity. I got a lot to learn in this life, and I'm excited. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh, it was over there.
Which car had the better brakes? Me or that one?
Period. You hear me? That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, this one's Mother's Day themed. So put your head back where you were last week. Okay? All right. It is your first Mother's Day. Your first Mother's Day. Your dad and your husband are keeping the kids. You are out on the town with your mom.
Okay.
You go to your favorite restaurant. It's booked, but you are determined to get in. The manager pulls you to the side and says, look, I'll cancel another reservation and you guys can get in if you pay me $300. And you still got to pay for your meal.
I still got to pay for my meal. This
Turn
is my
around.
favorite restaurant.
Your mom and yours favorite. This is where you guys go for everything.
I think what I'm gonna do is tell him come here and whisper in his ear, you can go straight to hell. Because $300 to get a table and I still gotta pay for my food.
And you still gotta pay for your food, but he'll comp you a dessert though.
What's for dessert?
Like a cheesecake slice or something.
I don't even like cheesecake. So I mean, like, I don't know who he thought he was talking to, but it wasn't me. Couldn't have been me. I could cash app you $300, but understand that 2 days later, I'm gonna refute that page, and I'm gonna have to get that $300 back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell them no, that was not the right merchant. I did not receive the goods. I need that $300 back from Cash App. Okay.
But you've always loved going here. Like, this is your place.
I'm just gonna have to go on the off day when ain't nobody there because I'm not about to pay $300 to eat, especially as good as I could cook. I ain't making
cook.
I ain't making pound cake, but I make some good other food. I'm not about to pay $300 to get. No, man, no, I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna go on over 54th Street, get a margarita and $5 Actually, 54th Street is my favorite restaurant to go out as I love the gringo dip.
I've never heard 54. I've never heard of 54th Street.
You ain't never heard of 54th Street?
Huh.
Girl, when you come down here to visit, we gonna go. It's like
54th Street.
that's like Applebee's.
I need it because Applebee's is my stuff. That margarita of the month has me in a chokehold.
But girl, they got this gringo dip, and then I get the gringo dip with the waffle fries, and the waffle fries is seasoned. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, so I'm just going to tell them, listen, happy Mother's Day. We can't, or I would maybe ask them who's the person on the list, and they'd be like, it's Sarah and Jude, and I'll be like, that's us. We're next. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm not about to be Exactly, Kim. I don't even like cheesecake. I like cheesecake. I like regular cheesecake. I tried to make one time.
So y'all are not going to pay the $300 to ensure your mother has the experience that you guys have always committed to. $300.
Tradition ain't worth that much. No. $300?
$300.
Maybe 50. Now I did go to I always wanted to try to bribe somebody to get higher on the list before. And so I did try that at Jalapenos in Kansas City in Brookside. And it was like an hour wait. And I told the guy, if I give you $50, could it be a 3-minute wait? And he was like, no. He just started laughing and said, no. I said, I was just playing. I just wanted to see if it was going to work. It was fun, but he didn't take the 50.
I hear you can do that in Vegas.
You can?
I hear you can. I hear that if you go to your hotel in Vegas and you give them your credit card and then the cash and then your ID, you have to like sandwich them together and give them to them when they ask for your information and say, hey, are there any upgrades available while you're handing it to them? And then when they split it all up and they see they got some cash in there, they'll be like, yes, we do have an upgrade available. I don't know, but I've seen it and I've heard it. So maybe.
We need to go to Vegas. Have you been to Vegas?
I have not been to Vegas.
Oh, we need to go.
I need to go to Vegas so I can try it.
I want to try that. I love stuff like that because does it really work? That's all.
Right. If it doesn't work, I mean, give me my money back.
Right. Don't put my 20 in your pocket.
Don't put my... So
it'd be like, no, there's no upgrade.
She tried it and they kept her money and didn't give her the upgrade. I would be mad. Give me my money back. Because
don't make me come behind that counter, ma'am. I need that money back.
Truck driver said that is true.
Oh, we need to go to Vegas with truck driver.
Right. I've heard it. I've heard people say that they do it. They sandwich money and they give it to the hotel person and they get an upgrade.
Oh, wow. Y'all doing drug deals and stuff?
Hotel.
We'll have a bag of cocaine waiting in your room. Wait, what?
I need the Johnny Depp treatment.
Please.
Please have my tin box.
What stays in Vegas?
On my bedside.
Vegas was a good time. I'm ready to go back. A good time. I always tell people this story. When I went to Vegas, I got towed up one night, and what happened was when have I told y'all this story? When I was in Vegas, I had this blue hair. I put this blue hair in my head, and everybody was complimenting me. Oh, and my Vegas name was Starburst. That's what I tell everybody. My name is Starburst. When somebody asks, what's your name? Starburst. Okay. And so one night I got towed up. I woke up that morning and I was like, dang, I'm really hungover. And I'm like, damn, my back is hurting. Bottom of my back is like stinging. And I'm like, what is going on? I can feel it. It feels a little raised. And so I go to the mirror. I'm like, what the heck? Is something biting me? And
a tattoo.
It's a tattoo. And it says Starburst. And I'm like, what? So I have a tattoo of Starburst on my butt. And I don't know how much I paid for it. I don't know who did it. I just got the tattoo. So Vegas is a good time. Okay. and Starburst is ready to go back. Okay.
I cannot.
I would show y'all, But it's not an after dark show, so maybe on another
At
show
this
I'll
point,
show
I
you.
don't want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, because they got them Fat Tuesdays everywhere. And that the refill's like $1 or something. I don't know what it is now. You be drunk. They let you drink everywhere in Vegas. Crazy.
Didn't one
That's
of the
funny.
guys on The Hangover get a tattoo?
I think so. Maybe somebody roofied me.
I can't.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, that's my Vegas name. And that's what I call myself there. I had to move it.
That is funny. That is funny.
Yeah. It was a wild time. I had a good time. I'm ready to go back.
I
Who
guess.
goes to- Maybe we should do a reboot cruise to Vegas. Do they have cruise in Vegas? No, they don't have any water.
We can do a reboot in Vegas. We can do a reboot in Vegas, but what happens in
Oh man.
Towel pumps, whole tattoo.
Vegas?
I woke
But
up
how do
and
you not remember?
I woke up and was like, why is that? Why is my back stinging? And there it was, Starburst. Small like that big. Right on my booty.
Oh my goodness. I feel like
That's
when I'm
hilarious.
drunk, I might like get wild, but I always remember.
Remember? I've only had one other time like that I've gotten super drunk and couldn't remember, but yeah.
No,
Yeah.
man, Vegas ain't for me.
Truck driver, you can do whatever you want in Vegas, okay? Whatever you want. It's gonna stay right
You
there.
can do whatever you want in Vegas. It is still the United States, you guys.
Whatever you want. Okay? You can have it however you like. Let's go to Vegas, guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna take each other. We're gonna get matching tattoos. Now I need to cover it up. So what's your Vegas name? If we all went to Vegas, this is how we're gonna end it. What would your Vegas name be? I want y'all to think about it real quick while I read this comment. Kim Paul said, wow, just like in the movies when they had a bachelor party, and dude got the tattoo like Mike Tyson on his face. Yeah. And it might have been after that. So that might have I might have been like, I used to love The Hangover, so I might have been like, I need to be like that. I'm glad it went on my face.
Who were you with?
I went to Vegas with my sister. I went to Vegas with Remy. I went to Vegas with one of Remy's friends. So Remy is like a family friend of ours, cousin, you know. So it was her birthday.
Do either of them remember who took you to the tattoo shop?
No, I think we were walking on the strip because that's what I remember. We was on the strip. So
wait, so they didn't even know you had it?
No, because we all was in the same room. So when I looked at it, I must have ventured off or something. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to get them on the podcast to see if they remember because it's just crazy. I woke up, I was like, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? So exactly, at least on my back and on my face, right above my booty. So only certain people see it.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
I definitely put something in your drink. This is why I don't drink in Vegas. Yeah, man.
Had to be on the strip.
No.
Because everything's on the strip. So that's why I'm like, it had to been on the strip. Why would they let me get a tattoo if I was drunk?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Where were they? Like, where were they?
How much was it?
How much was it?
I had cash. I don't know what else. I don't know what else with the cash on. No, they had the cash. Either Fat Tuesdays or it's crazy. It was crazy.
Did you have tattoos prior to that?
I have one tattoo prior to that. I got a little tattoo. It's cute.
So you had another. Okay, so it wasn't like it was your first tattoo or anything. Maybe they were just like, listen, she's just living life.
Maybe so. Get that money, I guess.
It's more like get that money.
It's a little one. It's like that big song. It is what it is. I had a good time in Vegas. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's funny. So, that's funny.
What would your Vegas name be? And we're gonna go ahead and end it.
I'm gonna go with Fiona.
Oh, I like that. I like that, Shelly. STL, what would your Vegas name be?
I don't know. My brain is limp right now. I can't think.
Okay.
Actually, let me do this. Let me ask the viewers, what should my Vegas name be? To the viewers, what should Spiritual Thought Leaders Vegas name be? Y'all give me a name.
What should Spiritual Thought Leaders Vegas? I'm gonna say Lightning Bolt. That's what came to my mind. What's your name, baby?
I like
Lightning
it.
bolt.
I like
Alright.
it. I was thinking along the same room, like Lady Thunder. Lady Thunder. She shakes a room. Okay, she lets
Top-
you know she's here.
Lady Thunder, I love that.
Lady
Mhm.
Thunder, lightning bolt. Okay,
I love
okay.
that. Top
Oh.
Pump said it's the first time. Wait,
Yeah, let me
Truck-
put it back up there. There you go.
Truck driver said it's Top Pump. It's so much fun in Vegas on the strip. Top Pump said it's the first time I danced on the pole for a baby. They asked me if I was coming back to work, honey. Top
Oh,
Pump
look
is
at
great.
what JB put on there.
JB
Thought
said
leader.
thought leader.
I can't take it, honey.
Ah,
Spiritual
cute.
thought leader.
Ooh,
Oh,
Tom
wow.
said Sister Shondo. I like that
Sister
one.
Shondo. I like that one too. That's cute.
Oh, that's funny. That's
I like
funny.
that one too.
The
That's
first
a good
time
one.
on a pole, Top Pumps.
Top Pump's got wild in Vegas. The Top
Listen.
Pumps. How many times you been on it after? That's my question. Because I'm actually trying to get a stripper pole in my apartment right here. I'm trying to get it right here. But we working on it.
I was
They
thinking
got-
about getting a pole, but I've been looking into aerial silks, and I think I want to get aerial silks instead.
Yes.
Hey,
Come on. And she hit the baby.
hey, yes, she does. She hits the baby. Truck driver said water or wine.
Yeah, she put in that room with that baby now. She'll be ashamed of herself. But you know what? When you get a stripper pole, I already said this to y'all, but if you get a stripper pole, you have to put it on a beam. Usually in your apartment, the beams, the lights are where you need to really put it, to center it. So then it's easier to put in a bedroom or something. So, I like the one Stacy said, Bellagio Bay.
Bellagio Bay.
Oh, come on,
like that
man.
one.
Come on,
Okay. All right.
Y'all coming through with the
They
name.
coming through with the names. Crazy Berry Town. She done come through. She said, listen. What did Crazy Berry Town say? Coffee. No cream, no sugar. I take this coffee strong and black.
Come on, baby.
Next week, I want to give up a drunk story. Let's do drunk stories one week.
Ooh,
Maybe next week.
Do it. Let's do
talk
it.
about it.
Let's do
So
it.
chat, you're hearing it now. You're hearing plans in the making. Get your drunk stories together. We want to hear them.
Yes.
And if they're embarrassing, drop them anonymously on the Facebook page, and we will read them anonymously.
That's
we will read them. And if you want to do a video, if you send us a video, send it to our page, Reboot This. You can send it to our TikTok. You can send it to our Instagram, and we could play the video of y'all telling y'all drunk story on the podcast next week. Okay,
Please.
That would be great. I have
please.
I have so many of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to hear Shelby.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be funny.
We see Miss Starber.
Starbucks, baby. Okay.
Oh my god.
And when I go back to Vegas, I'll put some more blue hair in my head. I was feeling cute.
No drunk story, CBT. Okay, just crazy. If you don't have a drunk story, just like a wild night.
Yeah, wild night. And
night.
Even if you was at church and the spirit got to moving in there a little bit too well.
Yes, we're here for that.
And you shouted a little too hard. We want to hear about that one too.
We're here for that.
Just the craziest, praise story. Whatever you got.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Top Pump said, I was wondering, do you really like your coffee straight up? Spiritual thought leader, black and no chaser.
Straight black.
I actually like it with cream and sugar, but I have for the last 10 years or so, I drink it black.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I do.
Okay. Well, listen. We want to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. Y'all got y'all homework for next week. We will catch y'all next Monday at 8 p.m. Reboot the podcast right here. What says Steel?
No, I said come through. No. I'm just
come through.
I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm enjoying your narration. Come through.
Okay. Follow us everywhere. Oh, there's a raid message. Please copy the raid message before you leave.
Love you guys. Have a wonderful week. We wish you greatness and everything that your heart desires.
Merry Christmas. We
wish you a Merry Christmas. Come on, Shelly. Now I'm ready for Christmas too. You play it. All right, copy the raid message, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Copy that raid message. Here we go. We're coming out.
longevity, understanding, and integrity. Me and you, we on the road. Graduate, self-discovery. Got a lot to learn in this life, and I'm excited. Gonna do it in my people like mine. What you gonna do when you need me? What you gonna do? Oh.